Imagine a man walking into a courtroom all by himself. No friends, no helpers, just a red folder in his hand, facing a mean judge who thinks he's the boss of everything. The judge laughs, points at him, and says, "Talk out of line, and I'll throw you in jail." Cameras flash, people whisper, and everyone expects this man, Ibrahim Traoré, to lose big time. But wait, 9 minutes later, the judge is the one shaking, his hands in handcuffs, his power gone. How does one guy with a folder beat a judge who's got the whole room on his side? Stick with me, because this story, like an African tale where the little guy wins with smarts, will grab your heart, make you cheer, and show that truth can beat lies without yelling. Let's dive into this wild ride that starts with one brave step into a trap. The city is buzzing like a market on a busy day, but it's not a happy buzz. It's the kind where people want to see someone get in trouble. The big courthouse looks like a shiny castle, its steps cleaned for the TV cameras waiting outside. News people stand in rows, fixing their ties, ready to tell the world Ibrahim Traoré is a bad guy. Signs outside shout, "Traoré must pay," but someone wrote in red, "Who's paying who?" Inside, the courtroom is like a stage for a big play. Fancy ropes keep people in their seats. The judge's table has a shiny water bottle, and workers make sure everything looks perfect for the cameras. Some folks in the crowd are paid to clap or boo, all waiting for Traoré to walk in. This isn't about what's right, it's about making Traoré look small. But the man they're waiting for, he's got a surprise they can't guess, and it's about to change everything. Ibrahim Traoré is a name that sticks with you. He was born in a small village in Burkina Faso, under a big old tree where old folks told stories about Anansi, the clever spider, and Sundiata, the brave lion king. Those stories taught him that being strong means telling the truth, not having lots of money or big muscles. As a kid, he played in dusty fields, helped his family grow food, and listened to tales of heroes who beat bad guys with their brains. He grew up to teach kids, farm the land, and see his home hurt, water turned dirty by big companies digging for gold. Trees gone, villages poor while others got rich. He spoke up, and people listened. He led, and they followed. When he became president, he said he'd protect his people, stop the greedy folk stealing their land. That made him a star to many, but a problem for those who wanted Africa's treasures. Now, they've pulled him to this faraway courtroom, saying he did bad things like stealing or making trouble, lies built on fake papers and people who won't look him in the eye. The news calls him a bad man, but Traoré is ready to show who's really bad. The courtroom doors open, and everyone stares. Ibrahim Traoré walks in, all alone, no helpers, just a plain black suit and that red folder. His steps are slow, strong, like a beat you feel in your chest. People whisper, cameras move, trying to find fear in his face, but all they see is calm, like a quiet lake. He puts the red folder on the table with a little thump, and that sound feels huge, like the start of something big. The crowd thinks he'll look scared, maybe beg, but Traoré sits straight, hands still, face saying he's here for something important. News people write fast. The crowd wiggles in their seats, and even the workers stop, because this man doesn't fit their plan. He's not scared, and that makes the room feel like it's waiting for a big surprise. Then Judge Norman Whitaker comes in, walking like he's the king of the world. His black robes flap like wings, his smile big and fake, like he's on a TV show. Whitaker isn't just a judge, he's like a movie star, making court cases into big shows. His decisions shared online like funny videos. His gavel, with words saying justice must be seen, is his favorite toy, and he loves banging it for the cameras. His online page says gavel goals, and his last video showed him fixing his hat with a grin, saying, "Justice looks good." But there's a bad side to Whitaker. He's not just deciding cases, he's helping rich companies, like Onyx Global, who dig up Africa's gold and leave villages empty. His bank doesn't show piles of cash, but it's got money from talking jobs and helping those companies. To most people, he's a law hero. To the truth, he's a guy who sold what's right for money. He sits, looks at Traoré, and thinks this will be easy. But Traoré's calm eyes look back, and Whitaker's smile shakes, like he's not sure what's coming. Whitaker starts talking, his voice loud and mean, like he's telling off a kid. "Mr. Traoré," he says, making the name sound silly, "this isn't your little town. We don't use songs or dances to decide things here. This is my room, and I'm in charge." The crowd giggles, getting louder as Whitaker smiles, loving their cheers. He leans closer, being mean. "Did you make your own defense? Or did someone help you while you were watching cows?" The laughter gets big, loud and nasty, as cameras turn to Traoré. waiting for him to look sad. But Traoré doesn't move. His face stays calm, his hands on the red folder, and his quiet makes the laughter sound empty. Whitaker's smile gets tight, and he tries again, his voice hard. You think you can come here, with no big school paper, and fight my court? This isn't a story game. If you talk back, I'll have you pulled out in chains, like the rest of your folks. The room goes still, the words heavy, mean, and bad. Even Whitaker's workers look away, not happy. The cameras catch the crowd's surprise, and Whitaker tries to smile, but it's weak, like he knows he said too much. Those words, like the rest of your folks, hurt like a punch, meant to make Traoré feel small, like he doesn't belong. The crowd waits for him to shout, to argue, to give up. But Traoré doesn't. He sits, strong like a tree, his eyes steady, his hands calm on the red folder. His quiet isn't being scared, it's being strong. The kind that makes the room feel small. The kind that says he's waiting for his time. The cameras get close. The news people stop writing, and the air feels heavy, like everyone's waiting for something huge. Whitaker moves in his chair, his fingers playing with his gavel, trying to be the boss again. But Traoré's quiet is louder than Whitaker's words, and it's starting to make the judge nervous, because a man who doesn't shake isn't a man you can win against. For 20 minutes, Traoré says nothing. He lets Whitaker make fun of him, scare him, try to make him look tiny. The crowd watches, the cameras keep going, and the judge talks more, his voice getting meaner, his jokes nastier, but Traoré stays calm, like a rock in a big wind. Then, he moves, a little lean forward, and the whole room moves with him, like they know something's about to happen. His voice, when he talks, is soft but clear, like a bell in the quiet. Judge Whitaker, he says, you talk about what's fair like it's yours to give, but it's not. It's something you owe, and you've been taking it for years. The crowd makes a sound. Whitaker laughs, but it's a scared laugh, and his hands hold the gavel tight. Traoré keeps going. You call this a court, but it's a store where you sell what's right to rich people. I didn't come to play. I came to show what you've done. He opens the red folder, and the sound of paper is like a big bang in the quiet. Whitaker tries to make it a joke. What's this? Your town tales? He says, but his voice isn't steady. Traoré takes out the first paper and puts it on the judge's table, then another, then one more, each one slow, like he's building something strong. The judge grabs a paper, his eyes moving fast, and his face goes white, his mouth small, like he's seeing something bad. The papers aren't tales, they're real proof, clear and strong. They show bank money, cash going from Onyx Global to a business called Whitaker Legal Help, owned by the judge. They show secret talks in big hotels, plans to let Onyx Global dig mines that hurt African towns, made water bad, and left people with nothing. They show Whitaker signing court papers to keep Onyx safe, all while money went to his bank. Traoré's voice stays soft, like he's just saying what's true. These are your chains, Judge. You've had them on a long time. Whitaker's laugh is loud, but it's not real, like a kid acting tough. This is fake, he shouts. Anyone can make up papers. He looks at his clerk, a young guy named Ellis, and yells, check these now. But Ellis doesn't move. He looks at Traoré, then at Whitaker, and steps back, his hands shaking. The crowd talks low, feeling something's not right. Traoré talks again, his voice calm. I sent the real papers to your rule office this morning. Another set went to a big world court. This folder? It's just for people to see. The room goes wild with sounds. Cameras light up, and Whitaker's hand goes to his gavel, but it's no good. People in the crowd pull out phones, recording it all. A news guy stands, holding his camera up. The worker who keeps order just looks, like he's seeing the judge for real now. Traoré holds up one more paper, and the room gets quiet. It's a message from Onyx Global, calling Whitaker our guy in court. The words hit hard, and Whitaker's big robe looks silly, like a kid's dress up. His gavel, once so strong, is just a stick. Traoré, the man they laughed at, the man they thought was small, is now the one running things, not with yelling, but with truth. The crowd talks louder, the cameras get every second, and Whitaker looks like a man stuck in his own trick. Then, something big happens. Ellis, the clerk, steps up, his face white but his eyes strong. Judge Whitaker, he says, his voice shaking but sure, I can't keep your secrets anymore. He takes a small computer stick from his pocket and puts it on the table. Everything's here. I gave the files to the people checking you. The room goes so quiet, like no one's breathing. Whitaker looks at Ellis, his mouth open. Why? He says, like he's asking for help. Ellis looks right at him. Because I thought you were good before. Those words hit more than any paper, because they're not just about money, they're about believing in someone and finding out they're wrong. The back door is open, and two men in plain clothes come in, their badges shiny. They talk soft to the worker watching the room, who nods. Whitaker doesn't see, he's still looking at the computer stick, like it might go away. The worker steps up. "Judge Whitaker," he says, "you need to go with them. The government's looking into you. Get down." Whitaker stops. The crowd makes a sound, and the cameras get close, showing all his fear. The men show a paper, a note to take him for stealing what's fair and hiding truth. They bring out handcuffs, the metal shiny in the light, and put them on Whitaker's hands. The sound, snap, snap, rings in the quiet room. No one cheers, no one claps, but everyone watches, shocked, as the judge is taken away, his robes pulling behind like a broken toy. Traoré stands, closes his red folder, and says one thing: "This wasn't about me." Then he walks out, leaving the door open, and the world sees it all. By night, the story's all over. The trial, meant to be small, is now a big light. In Burkina Faso, kids watch in school, yelling Traoré's name. In Kenya, young people talk in streets. In London, folks show the trial on walls, the red folder bright. Online, Traoré's words, "Your chains, Judge," spread fast, shared by tons of people. The news, which said he was bad before, now says his proof is big and Whitaker's a shame. Onyx Global's money falls hard, and its bosses are locked up in Europe. In the city, leaders hide, erasing messages, saying they didn't know Whitaker, but the truth is out, and it's too big to cover. 3 days later, Traoré writes a little note: "I didn't want to hurt anyone. I wanted truth. Being fair isn't for fighting, it shows who we are. I didn't yell, because truth doesn't need loud. I didn't win, truth did." Those words go everywhere, written on walls, said in marches, read in classes. A girl in a Burkina Faso school puts up her hand and asks, "If I say what's true quietly, will people hear?" Her teacher smiles. They will now. In a month, big things happen. African leaders make a team to keep courts honest. Schools far away teach about the Red Folder Day. People walk with signs saying, "Truth is quiet." World leaders say it's a new start for stopping bad things. In villages, a new tale grows. A man with a red folder beat a big guy, not with a fight, but with truth. This isn't just Traoré's tale, it's for us all. It says stand up, say what's true, and don't be scared, because even in a room of lies, one quiet voice can change the world. Subscribe, share, and let's keep this tale alive.